for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 20.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. They're on the 27-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 44, Locke, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's a first down for the Broncos. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On first down, it's Gordon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run it with Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brought down by...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Brady's throw there complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And long.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The shotgun to give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
At the 15-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for his running back. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
There you go. There you go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This is caught. Gronkowski. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski, and we all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has called more time.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's the 3rd-year running back, Philip Lindsay. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're going with Lindsay. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Behind behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. On 1st down, Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
At the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. This is Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Succop's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Lock to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York